Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great week. Hope all of you having a great day. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, I'm so excited because we finally have a college football video and some college football news to talk about. What we're going to be discussing in today's video is something that has never, and I mean never ever in a million years happened in the sport. It's the first time ever. I found this pretty interesting, so I said, hey, why not? We'll make a video on it. As most of you know, we've been covering March Madness nonstop the past, I wouldn't even just say 7 days, really the past 10, 11, 12, 13 days, something like that. But we're going to take a small break from the basketball videos and talk a little bit about football. Hope y'all don't mind. We're jumping straight into this. There's a video that's been posted on Twitter. It's going viral everywhere. I haven't seen it, been saving my reaction for you guys. So yeah, let's check it out. Matt, roll the clip.
What's up, boss?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's the damage?
Free.
Free. Well, what about for this?
Free as well.
Free.
All of it free. You want some nachos?
Yeah.
Free too.
All free.
All free.
Free. Can I get 50 of these?
Yeah.
Free.
Free.
What about a drink?
All of it. Free.
Free.
Have 2 drinks.
Drinks? Ooh.
And
all
a hot
free?
dog. Yeah.
Hot dog's free too?
All free. There you go.
Free.
Free.
Sweet.
That's right, Teal Nation. This fall in Brooks Stadium, every fan, every game, always free.
We'll pause right there. The only pause we're going to do in this video, and we'll finish it off. So if you are a Coastal Carolina fan, or you don't even got to be a fan, but if you're a season ticket holder, or I guess you could just buy tickets to go to a game, you get free concession food. My immediate reaction to this is, that doesn't sound like a bad deal, partner, because if you go to a football game or a basketball game, you know how high those concession stand prices are. I remember, no, Matt, chill out. I was about to tell y'all the jumbo pretzel incident at the Alabama-Ole Miss game years and years ago. Some of y'all may remember that story. Should I tell it again? Okay, I'll give you a very brief recap. This was years ago. It was when Ole Miss had Matt Corral. They were ranked number 9 in the nation. Alabama's number 1. Alabama wound up beating their eyes in. And right before half, it was like 28-0, 2 minutes to go. And my brother was with me, and he said, hey, I want to go get something from the concession stand. I said, sweet, that sounds good. Let's go. We go to the concession stand, and I'm looking at the prices and whatnot. I'm like, man, I knew they were going to be high, but I didn't know they were going to be this high. And I couldn't see. They had pretzels there, you know, the jumbo pretzels you get, but I couldn't see a price for them. So I'm thinking in my head, and they're probably like $6 or $7. And that's still steep for a freaking pretzel. I digress. I tell the lady, hey, I want a jumbo pretzel. And that was all I got because my brother, he was in a separate line and he wound up getting a bottle of water, some popcorn, maybe he got some nachos, something like that. But for me, all you need to know is I got the jumbo pretzel. She looks me dead in the eyes and says, okay, sir, that'll be $13. I turn around. I thought she was talking to somebody else. I said, no. I just got the jumbo pretzel. She said, yeah, I know. It's going to be $13. I wish I could have seen the look on my face then and now. Baffled, to say the least. $13. But, you know, I don't go to a lot of football games. I say, whatever. You pay for experiences. You got to expect to be opening up the wallet when you go to these games. I give her $13. Cool, whatever. Still excited for it. Even though I got robbed in broad daylight. I walk back to my seat. They got it wrapped up, so I haven't even looked at it yet. I open it up. And this is the worst part about all of it. And this is what gets me amped up. That jumbo pretzel had not 1, not 2, but 3 grains of salt on it. 3. That's it. There's nothing worse than a pretzel with no salt on it. If you know, you know. I didn't have any cheese to dip it in. I'm not a big cheese dipper. Just give me the raw pretzel. So outside of it not having salt, it was also one of the driest pretzels I've ever ate in my life. It tasted like, no lie, I'm not trying to be funny, a cardboard box. I will never forget that moment in my life, paying $13 for a dry pretzel that only had 3 grains of salt on it. That's really besides the point in this video, but I kind of got off track telling y'all that story. Let's log back in and get down to business. Where was I even going with that? Oh yeah, the point of me sharing that story is just to let y'all know how insane concession stand prices are. Think about it. A box of popcorn is probably like, I done forgot, maybe $7 or $8. A water, shoot, that's $7 or $8. Nachos, that's $10. If you get all that stuff for free, you're talking about that's $60 to $70 just right there alone.
Free concessions, popcorn, nachos, hot dog, fountain drinks, and water for every fan this fall. Come out to Brooks Stadium, get your tickets now, and cheer on the Shots. Go Shots!
Let's check on some of these comments. Cam said, how can they afford to do this? Well, it's very simple. They get all this food for pennies on the dollar. Where they're going to make their money is on beer and alcohol sales. A lot of people think this is some April Fool's Day prank. It's not. It's the real deal. I think they've posted more about this, so instead of reading off the comments, let's try to gather some more information. Okay, this is on their official website. Coastal Carolina Athletics will partner with its concessionaire Aramark to allow fans to eat free at what in the world is that? I have never seen that word in my life. Chanticleer's football games inside Brooks Stadium this fall. Chance Miller, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics and University Recreation, announced Monday. Quote unquote, our fans are the heartbeat of Teal Nation, and we're always looking for ways to elevate their game day experience, Miller said. With the CCU kickoff meal deal, we're excited to offer free concessions this fall as a way to say thank you for the energy, passion, and support they bring to Brooks Stadium every game. Ticket purchasing patrons visiting the concession stands will be able to acquire 4 items per concession stand visit from a selection of hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, and fountain drinks. There is no limit to, oh, what about this? Woo! There is no limit to the number of in-game visits, but fans must scan each trip through the line with the soon-to-be-launched Coastal Carolina Athletics app. More information on the new app will be forthcoming later this week. Specialty items, food from outside vendors, and alcoholic beverages, like I told you guys, ironically enough, will remain available for fans to purchase. Locations, menus, new items, and student concessions information will be announced closer to the start of the season. Coastal Carolina football will hold a spring showcase inside Brooks Stadium on Saturday, April 5th, 2025, which is, that's like in 4 days. 5 p.m. Eastern. The event is free and open to public. Then the rest of this is just where you can purchase your tickets. But let's go back up to this, because this is what everybody was asking. Is there going to be some limit? Because I saw some comments of people saying, well, there's no way it's all going to be free. It's got to be limited. Like, you can't go up there and say, hey, I want 50 hot dogs. I want 50 glizzies. I want 50 bottles of water. I want 100 orders of nachos. Like, there's no way you can do that, right? However, this says right here, their words, not mine, there is no limit to the number of in-game visits. But, and it's not even a catch, fans must scan each trip through the line with the soon-to-be-launched app. The only catch to this, and I don't even really think it's a catch, is per visit, you can only get 4 items. But you can visit as many times as you want, so theoretically speaking, you can go up to a concession stand, get you a glizzy, get you a popcorn, get you 2 waters or a Diet Coke, something like that. Eat it, head straight back, and you can do that as many times as you want. I can't speak for you, but I can speak for myself. Your boy Matt can throw down some food. I can eat, especially if I fast. And you best believe, if I'm a Coastal Carolina fan, which I'm not going to go to this because I could care less about Coastal Carolina, but that's besides the point. If you're a fan or live close by, let's say you pay $80 to get into one of these games, especially if it's a night game, you get there early at like 3, 4 or 5 p.m. Dude, me personally, I could get my money's worth in just food alone. Let me know in the comment section how much you think you could eat, and let's keep it reasonable. I would say I could down like 5 to 6 hot dogs, maybe a couple things of popcorn. You can't eat a lot of popcorn because your mouth it gets a little too salty and it messes up like the roof of your mouth. You get what I'm trying to say? Nachos could definitely take down 2 or 3 things of nachos. As far as it goes for drinks, I could easily drink 6 bottles of waters and 10 Diet Cokes. Like, it's not a problem. I do that on a regular basis. Well, not 10 Diet Cokes a day, probably like 1 to 2. But if I'm going to that and they're free, I'm going to try to drink as many as I can. Now, here's why this is going to work. Because what I just said, most people, they think they're going to do it, but in reality, they're not going to. This is a great strategy, in my humble opinion, because it's the same approach that gyms take. When I say gyms, I'm talking about workout gyms, Planet Fitness, or gyms around your area. Where they make their money is people sign up and get this family plan, and they think they're going to start working out, but they never work out. They show up once or twice a month. Same thing's going to happen with this. Whenever somebody goes to one of these games, it's the same mentality I just said. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to eat and get my money's worth, but you're not going to, because think about it. Everybody's going to be trying to take advantage of this deal. So what's going to happen? The lines are going to be massive. So number one, people are not going to be wanting to wait in those lines. Number two, if it's a close game, you're not going to be going to the concession stand. And number 3, you are not going to be able to eat as much as you think you're going to be able to eat. And why this is going to work out, like I said earlier, before I even saw this information, is because they didn't make any money selling popcorn, hot dogs, Maybe they made a little selling hot dogs and fountain drinks. No. They made all their money from beer and alcohol sales. That's where the munyon came from, or is coming from. So what's going to happen is all these parents that are taking advantage of this deal, when they get all their glizzies and popcorn that they can desire, they're not going to go for the fountain drinks. They're going to get some beer, and that's where Coastal Carolina is going to get this money back. A good example of this is how the state of Florida and Tennessee don't have state income tax. Yeah, that's great, but they get it in other ways. I was doing some digging and research. Take a look at this. Average attendance at Coastal Carolina football games was 21,415 during the 2024 season, about average for the Sun Belt Conference. Coastal Carolina did not break out concessions revenues in the athletic department's annual financial report, but other schools with similar attendance figures report football concessions generating around $250,000 per game, based on publicly available financial reporting. In other terms, to dumb that down, per year, Coastal Carolina, or at least according off of the data we got from last year, they made $250,000 per game on concessions alone. Most people would freak out about this because if you have 6 home games or 7 home games a year, that's, or not even just well over, that's easily over $1 million. But I think they're looking at the bigger picture because I guarantee you, more people are going to be coming to the games this year because of this free concession stand thing. And also, you know what more people means? More people to sell alcohol to. Can't harp on that enough. Another thing I found fascinating is it's not the first time their athletic department has done something like this. With the basketball teams this year, they promised if you're a season ticket holder and the men's and women's basketball team combined win over 35 games, if you were a season ticket holder, you would get a full refund, meaning you watched all the games for free. It didn't happen. The men's and women's team combined won 33 games. To get that full refund, you needed to win 35, but that's really besides the point. The point is, they've done special, I guess you'd call it promotions or incentives like this before, and I think it's cool. It gives the fans some skin in the game. It gives you one extra reason to go to the games. It feels like you're a part of it. I wish more schools would do something like this. I know it doesn't make probably a lot of logical and financial sense for teams like Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Ohio State, Texas, Oklahoma to do it, but I wish they would. Many more things I could say. I just thought this was really cool. I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. But